Welcome back, survivors. It's time to start coding and bring our empty bottle into the game world. Let's get started. First, let's open up the items.txt file where we will define our new item that we created in the previous episode. And if you missed that one, you can go watch that now by following the link down in the description. Now, add the following code. In Project Zomboid, to add items to the game world, we need to define a module for the item. For now, we'll add it to the game's default module, base. The import section I included is not necessary for what we're doing in this series, but is good practice to include for future expansions. In the next series, we'll expand on our empty bottle to add functionalities such as filling it with water, breaking it to use it as a weapon, or attaching it to a spear. We'll need the imports section for those features, and I'll explain more about the imports then. For now, let's move on. Add the following code under the imports section. Here we are defining an item called MyEmptyBottle with a display name of MyEmptyBottle. We're also specifying an icon, weight, and type to make our item recognizable by the game. Notice that the icon name omits the item underscore prefix and the .png suffix. This follows the naming convention for the item textures in Project Zomboid. The weight should be self-explanatory. The type defines the category of the item, such as food, weapon, etc. We'll use normal as the default type for our item. Next, we need to make our item spawn in the game world. Open the file distributeItems.lua in the media Lua server items folder that we created earlier and add the following code to it. First, we need to add some code from another library. The require items suburbs distribution function is necessary for us to add the item into the game's existing distribution list. This code makes our empty bottle spawn in all junk containers like bins. The first line inserts our item base.myEmptyBottle into the distribution list for bins. The second line sets the spawn probability of our item to 3, making it relatively common in those containers. Next, we need to set up our mod's info file so the game recognizes it. Without this file, the mod won't show up in the mod list. This is the display name of our mod as it will appear in the mod list. This is a unique identifier for the mod used internally by the game. This is a brief description of our mod, which will be shown in the mod's description. This specifies the poster image for our mod, which is displayed when viewing the mod on the mod list. These fields ensure that the game knows how to identify and display our mod correctly. Okay, so this is just a small bug fix from the previous episode. If you followed along where we added the poster image to our media folder, we need to move that to the root folder of our mod. That's it for coding our mod. In the next episode, we'll playtest it and see our empty bottle in the game. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. See you next time, survivors!